So if you have a doctor's appointment coming up, even tomorrow, stay with me for the next few minutes because what I'm about to share with you is going to completely change what happens in that room. So actually, most people walk into their doctor's office completely unprepared. Not because they care, but because nobody ever taught them how to prepare. And then they leave feeling rushed or confused or like their concerns weren't really heard. Graphic A, I'm Florence, I'm a nurse practitioner, and before that, I spent years as an ICU nurse and case manager. I've been on both sides of this conversation as a clinician and as someone who's watched patients leave appointments without getting what they actually needed. So this channel exists for one reason, to help you get the most out of every single doctor's visit because you deserve to leave that office with clarity and not confusion. So let's get into it. Now, I want to talk specifically to my people who are actually managing high blood pressure because this is where preparation becomes really critical. So, high blood pressure is called the silent killer for a reason. You could still be fine and still be headed toward a stroke or a heart attack. So, what happens at your doctor's visit, what you say, what you ask, what you report, that genuinely matters for your life. And if you're leaving that appointment without really communicating what's been going on at home, your doctor cannot help you the way that you deserve to be helped. So let me give you exactly what to do the night before your next appointment. So there are 5 things I want you to do the night before every doctor's visit. These take about 15 minutes total, and they will completely change the quality of your appointment. So step 1, write down your top 3 concerns, not 10, 3, because here's the truth. If you walk in with a list of 15 things, your doctor's brain is going to triage you and you will not get through all of them. But 3 focused concerns, that's very doable. That's a conversation that your doctor can actually engage with. And you have to be specific, not just, oh, my head hurts, Instead, say something like, I've been getting headaches at the back of my head. It's mostly in the mornings, about 3 times a week for the past month, something like that. That being specific changes everything about how your doctor is going to respond to you. Step 2, know your numbers before you walk in. So if you have a blood pressure cuff at home, and if you don't, I strongly recommend you get one, write down your readings from the past week, Get your morning readings, get your evening readings anytime you feel that it's high. When you hand your doctor a log of your home blood pressure readings, you just gave them information that they cannot get in that 7-minute visit, right? You become a different kind of patient, and it's like you're a partner in your own care, which is what every provider wants for their patient. So step 3, write down every medication you're taking, every single one, you guys, including supplements, including the blood pressure pill that your cousin gave you to try, including that ibuprofen that you've been taking because of your knee pain. Okay, so I am saying this without judgment because it happens more than you think. And some of these combinations matter clinically, it really does. Like for instance, NSAIDs like ibuprofen, that can increase blood pressure. So step 4, think about what's changed since your last visit. Is there new stress at work or at home? Are there changes in your diet? Is there a death in the family? Have you been getting less sleep over time? Have you been eating more salt lately? Have you been exercising less? Is there a new supplement that you're taking? These things sound personal and not medically related, but they're actually deeply medical. Chronic stress, for instance, raises your blood pressure. Poor sleep habits raises your blood pressure. Your doctor needs this context to make good decisions about your care. So step 5, decide on your one most important question, the one that you absolutely cannot leave without asking. Because if time runs short, and it often does, you will at least get one answered. Maybe it's something like, why do I still feel dizzy even though my blood pressure looks great? Or is there a medication option that won't make me feel so tired? Or what number am I actually trying to reach at home? Those kinds of things. So write it down, literally have it written down on your phone or on a paper, and then hand it to your doctor if you have graphics here. So I really want to be real with you for a second. Now, a lot of my patients, especially in the Filipino community and in immigrant families, in communities where you were raised to not question authority, there's this feeling that you shouldn't take up too much space in that doctor's office, that you should listen, just say yes, and then leave. So I understand that. I grew up around it, but here's what I know as a clinician. Your doctor genuinely cannot help you if you don't tell them what's going on, what is actually going on. You know, preparing for your visit isn't being difficult, it's being responsible, it's being a good steward of your own health. So, you waited 3 weeks for that appointment. You deserve to use every minute of it. So I put together a free one-page doctor visit conversation card that walks you through exactly what to bring to your next appointment. It's printable, it fits in your purse or your wallet, and more than one patient has told me their doctor actually commented on it. So the link is in the description. Download it tonight if you have an appointment coming up. And if this video helped you, share it. Please share it with someone you know who is managing high blood pressure because they need this too. I'll see you in the next one.